Good afternoon and welcome to round 4 of the NRL Thursday Liquid Lunch. The show aims to offer up some focused insights into your punting and tipping. We'll offer you a broader and deeper insight into games that you can then plug into your decision-making strategy. The rooster's calling, and that means it's time to turn the spotlight on Andrew, the Phantom, and myself and look at how we did for round 3. There were only 2 underdogs that placed in the round, and both Andrew and the Phantom tipped quite poorly, with Andrew 5 from 8 and the Phantom with only 4 from 8. I had 5 wagers in round 3 for only the 1 win, picking up a 20% win rate. I was disappointed in general. My punt on Souths lost, and I couldn't believe how poorly they played. I achieved an unacceptable weekly return on investment of minus 74%, reducing my ROI to date to 29%. We've got plenty to get through, so let's get stuck into it.
Switch, Cleary keeps it going right side, headed to Ruva's way, Tomo doesn't...
Tonight sees the Roosters take on the Panthers at Allianz Stadium. They last met in round 15 when Panthers produced a blinder, beating the Roosters in a fiery affair at Allianz 30-6. Penrith have not lost to the Roosters since COVID. That's 8 wins in a row, with the last loss back in 2019. Bookies have the Roosters $1.58 and the Panthers out at $2.39. They're touting some value, I think. Game simulation win prediction has Roosters 54%, Panthers 46% chance of a win. Penrith has won 11 of its last 12 matches at Bluebet Stadium. The Roosters have won 4 straight at home on a Thursday and 5 straight on a Thursday anywhere versus Sydney teams. The bet to review is Penrith Panthers plus 3.5 at $1.98.
Comes to Elliott, gamble, Gagai, got away from Bradley, for the line,
For game 2, it's South v Bulldogs at Accor Stadium. They last met in round 19. The Bulldogs bounced back with a close defeat over the Rabbitohs on a Saturday night, 36-32. Souths have won 5 Good Friday games in a row v the Bulldogs. It's a win 8, loss 3 overall on Good Friday since 2013. The Rabbits, they're at $1.48, and the Bulldogs hold some value, I think, at $2.67. My game simulation prediction has South 65% and Doggies 35% possibility of a victory. Bulldogs have won only 1 game on a Friday since COVID. That's win 1, loss 14. They also lost all-night games away in that period. The bet to review, Bulldogs plus 6.5 at $1.90. If you're totally into stats, then visit the Gurglers website for all the statistics that matter. They've always got some hard-to-find stats for you as well.
Harper at his wake, there's maroon and one everywhere, the Seagulls are soaring!
Next up is the great Queensland Derby of the Broncos and Cowboys. Last meeting in round 23, when Brisbane travelled to Townsville to take 2 points off their rivals, the Cowboys, in an action-packed contest. Since 1998, the Broncos have won 24 from 28 home games on a Friday versus Queensland opponents. This includes the last 8 games in a row and 16 of their last 17. Platforms have the Broncos at $1.97, with Cowboys at $1.87. The game simulation win prediction puts the Broncos at 45% and the Cowboys at 55%, and that's a real coin toss. Cowboys have won just 2 of their last 15 games on a Friday, going back to 2019. The bet to review is over 40.5 at $1.90.
Comes to Pettit now, he'll kick towards the corner. Here's Coates again off the back of what he did.
Game 4, the Dragons take on Manly at the Gong. It was back in round 22 when the Sea Eagles held off a late comeback from the St George Illawarra Dragons to record a 24-18 win. Dragons have won 9 from 11 games versus Manly at Wynn Stadium and 5 out of 6 on a Sunday versus Manly at Wynn. But they've lost 5 of their last 6 there versus oppositions. Dragons $3.34 with the Sea Eagles $1.43. The simulation win prediction is Dragons 25%, Manly 75%. Manly's only win of 5 away games on a Saturday in 2023 was against the Dragons. Manly Sea Eagles minus 8.5 at $1.90 is the punt to review. We'll be right back after a liquid lunch ourselves and be with trivia time. Congratulations to last week's winner, Peter Stiles from Canberra. The correct answer was round 26, 2014. This week's question is, when was the last time South Sydney started the season with 3 straight losses? Sorry, I've got to get used to my teeth. To win a copy of my book, A Guide to Better Tipping in the NRL, simply email your answer to the Trivia Time link below the description.
Brown, Moses kick across the face, Ericott and try.
Game 5, the second local derby for the round, is the Titans up against the Dolphins at Cbus Super Stadium. Their last meetup was in round 19. In a Sunday afternoon thriller, Titans 21 and Dolphins 23. The Titans needed to show a lot more fight in a winnable game last round. While it's only round 4, they could be fighting to avoid the wooden spoon even now. Titans sit firm at $2.13, with Dolphins very decent $1.72. My win prediction is Titans 40%, Dolphins 60%. Many punters believe it could be closer than that. The Finns come off a bye after enjoying their biggest win, and my bet to review is Dolphins minus 1.5 at $1.81.
Steamrolling stuff from Talakai again. Brayley, Hazelton!
The Warriors match up against Knights in round 6 at Go Media Stadium. They last met in round 6 last year when Newcastle continued their impressive form, defeating the second-placed Warriors at McDonald Jones Stadium. Warriors have won 13 of their last 15 matches at Mount Spart Stadium and v Newcastle, including 7 of the last 8 on a Sunday, although Newcastle won the most recent clash there on a Sunday in 2019. Bookies have the Warriors as favourites at $1.43 and Knights $2.82. My game simulation win prediction supports this with Warriors 70% and Knights 30% respectively. Newcastle have won their last 11 games on a Sunday, including both away games last season. A wager to review would be Warriors minus 6.5 at $1.90.
Caesar patrolling the right, the kick not high, but high enough to get a challenge on it!
Let's take a look at the boys' tips and predictions for round 4. It seems there are some differing opinions this round. Consensus, however, with the Bulldogs, Cowboys and Eels game. I like the Phantom. He's tipping the Dragons at the Gong. So the Phantom has a bit of crystal ball stuff going on there, I think.
Now it comes out here to Townsend. Out to Dearden. Dearden to Drinkwater. Delightful pass. How lucky.
In the Sunday game, Sharks take on the Raiders at PointsBet Stadium. Their last meetup was in round 27 when Jordan Rapiner celebrated his 200th NRL game. Sharks 24-6. Cronulla has won 4 of their last 6 games at home to non-Sydney clubs. In all of those 4 wins, the Sharks conceded exactly 6 points. Bookies see Sharks $1.51, with Raiders hovering at $2.57. The game simulation has Sharks 65%, Raiders 35% probability of a win. Canberra won 10 from 13 games v Sydney teams in 2023 and 5 of 6 away games. The match against Cronulla, the only loss. The bet to review is Raiders plus 4.5 at $1.90.
Hunt's got Sloan on his outside. Draws the man. Goodbye. Sloan is over.
To complete the round, we've got Parramatta versus the Tigers at CommBank. Way back in round 6, 2023, had Para looking to avoid a second consecutive Easter Monday loss to the West Tigers at Acor. Parramatta have won 9 of the last 10 v the Tigers. Most wagering platforms have a clear winner for this battle, posting odds for the Eels at $1.45 and Tigers at $2.78. My game simulation echoes the bookies, with the Eels 71%, Tigers 29% of a win. West Tigers won their last game on a Monday at CommBank Stadium. This game's bet to review is a 2-leg multi, Eels 6.5 and over 44.5 at $3.25.
Cross to Hutchison, who holds it up. Taff gets a chance. A ball from Carraz. Wilson!
Here are my personal punts I'll be making this round. I fancy 5 wagers this week, 2 2-leg multis and 3 head-to-head wagers, including the Dragons head-to-head at $3.35. These are the punts I'll give you in my punting data each week in the Thursday report card. If you're committed to improving your position in tipping competitions, or if you're a punter like me, check out my 2 latest books. The links are just below in the comments. So, thanks for having me in your space today. I hope you've enjoyed the show as much as we've had putting it all together for you. Leave your comments about how we can improve, and remember, always back yourself. That's enough from this mug. Bye for now, and good luck with your tipping and punting.